Let's try to solve a linear inequality containing fractions. And we might remember that solving a linear equation containing fractions, we used a fraction killer. Well, we're going to use a fraction killer in the same way for a linear inequality. And a fraction killer basically is what number can I think of if I were to multiply both sides, makes all the fractions disappear. Well, look at my denominators. I have a 4, a 3, and a 4. So what's the lowest number that I can think of where 4 and 3 are factors of it? 12. 12 is the number I can think of. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the number 12. If I multiply 12 times that first term, 12 divided by 4 is a 3, so I'm just left with a 3 over an x plus a 3. Fraction gone. Likewise, on the second one, I need to multiply this 12 to this first term and to the second term. X minus 2 over 3 times a 12 gives me a 4 x minus 2. Plus 1/4 times a 12. I can look at the 12, divide by the 4, and gives me a plus 3. So now I just have a long, stinking linear inequality, but at least I have no fractions. So now it's just going to be some time cleaning it up a little bit. 3x plus a 9, 4x minus 8 plus a 3, collected all my like terms. Now it's just a process of isolating the variable of x. I'm going to move all my x's to the right side, so I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Collect terms again, left with a 9 is greater than or equal to an x minus a 5. And so now I need to add 5 to both sides. I have 14 is greater than equal x. I know it's written kind of small down there, and I'm going to write a little bit bigger. I was afraid I was going to run out of room. Starting a problem with some fractions, I felt like, well, I better have a long piece of paper just in case it goes for a while, but actually, I found out once I used a fraction killer, it turned into a fairly, process that didn't require a lot of steps. So my solution is 14 is greater than or equal to x. So let's write that in interval notation. My highest value, looks like this is all my x is less than 14. My highest value is 14, and my lowest value is negative infinity. Whoops, I didn't quite write that interval notation right. Can you figure out why? Well, part of it is that there's this equal sign right here. 14 is an answer to the solution. It doesn't just approach 14. So I better make this a hard bracket just to let everybody know 14 is a solution. To write this in set builder notation, all x such that x is less than or equal to 14 with the squigglies. And then if I were to write it out graphically, I'll put 14 down on the graph, and it's telling me all values less than 14, but such that 14 is also a solution. And there's a graphical solution pointing left as far as where all my solutions are at. So there's how you solve a linear equation. Linear inequality containing fractions.